podcast for you. I almost finished with my Cuban cigar right here that I brought back from Bermuda, where they were selling hand-rolled Cuban cigars. And I have my 12-year-old Scotch right here. Boom. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Saturday afternoon? Hope everybody's doing very well. I'm not going to keep y'all long. Let me go ahead and put this down so you can see the view. As usual. Don't have too much to talk about today. So I might want to just go back and pivot and talk about there's no jobs, but there's plenty of work for part two. Now, I read an article back on some time ago on Business Insider about a man out in California had 2 full-time jobs online. He's making over 6 figures doing that shit, and he's investing in property. He's using his salary to buy property. Now, I want you to understand something, people. How your time is going to be spent on this planet as a youngin'. Remember I told you, you gotta go out there and make some money. You gotta go out there, stack your chips up. Because there's gonna be a time where you're gonna need money. And this is one of those times. Here's one. With Trump, what he's doing. And I'm not heavy on the politics. I don't get into it. I don't get into it on my channel. I don't get into it on real life. Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't understand what politics are. Right? You don't even know your goddamn councilman. You don't even know the congressman in your district. You don't know the councilman in your district. But you understand politics. You're knowledgeable about politics. Let's stick to local politics and work your way up. Right? Half the motherfuckers don't even read. So fucking illiterate, and you're talking about politics with me. Alright? I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, like motherfuckers like you should not even be taken serious. Oh, it's a windy day. Yeah, God damn it. Gosh darn it. It's a windy day out here. I'm not going to be out here too long. Maybe 10 or 20 minute video. But I just wanted to holler at the players out there. It's been seeming the last couple of live streams about bitches. Relationship, right? Which that should be the last thing on your mind is a bitch. A hoe. A bitch and a hoe. Because bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, man. They are. All of them are. Okay? They shouldn't even be taken seriously. Anything that they say, anything that they do, the goofy shit that they do, they shouldn't really be taken seriously, all right? But I'm not going to talk about that today. I want to talk about, fellows, black men, especially particularly black men. How are you using your time? How are you valuing your time? Are you a motherfucker that's sitting on your balcony right now, smoking a cigar and drinking 12-year-old Scotch, talking on YouTube videos? You think that's a productive use of your time? Okay? Or are you out there on Coursera or Udemy, subscribing to Udemy courses and learning a skill such as IT or business or anything like that that can actually be useful to you in the 21st century? Okay? A lot of y'all motherfuckers have lost sight that we're in the goddamn 21st century, right? It's supposed to be the high-tech supposed to be the century of high technology. And all you motherfuckers is just using the technology to look at booty shaking videos and OnlyFans girls. Giving your money away to hoes. That was a young phase of my life, man. Up until my 20s, up until my late 40s, that was the young phase of my life. Always thinking about a bitch. A bitch ain't gonna make you any money. What will make you money is going out there and learning a goddamn skill. Even while you're learning a goddamn skill, and if you got a job, being very good at your job, despite the bullshit. Because let me tell you something, the bullshit never ends. Even if you own your own shit, the bullshit never ends. Like I was watching The Wire. I was rewatching The Wire. One of my favorite TV shows. There was a lot of things that I missed, that I probably still missed. But you know who I felt bad for in season 4 and season 5? Season 4, when they focused on the school system and the children in Baltimore. All these kids are turned out to be hoppers and criminals and potential drug dealers and stick-up kids and future drug addicts. There was one character by the name of Duquan Weems, all right? Now, his mother was a crackhead, heroin user. Used this boy's clothes, sold off any new clothes that they had, and sold it off while he's coming to school smelling body odor, reeking of body odor, getting humiliated by his schoolmates. But I do like our Baltimore accents, man, I tell you. I like the Baltimore accent. I wish I had a Baltimore accent. But I felt bad for him because he had nobody. And even at 15 years old, when he was turning 15, was about to go to high school, didn't want to stay in school, man. He wanted to go out and work. He didn't have a place for him. He couldn't run the corners, he couldn't fight, he couldn't do anything right. He couldn't get a job. He was struggling. But as a lot of young people, as a lot of young men out there in this world are struggling. I struggled. Hell, I'm still struggling as an old man. But you're gonna struggle. But my struggles are a little bit less because I know my place in this life. I know who I am. I know who I am as a man. And if you don't like me, fuck y'all. Okay? But that's what I mean by figuring out, finding your place in this life. As a black man, even a young black boy that's probably listening to this podcast, you should always find your place in life. To keep on finding your place until you find what fits. But unfortunately for Dookie, his place was being a heroin addict. Working with a junk man, stealing aluminum, cashing it in for $10 a day, $10 or $20 a day. That was his work. Till he reached the point where he dropped out and he conned his ex-teacher out of $350. All for heroin. He traded his friendship, and possibly his supporter, one and only supporter, in for drugs. His boy Michael Lee couldn't help him because he was in the game, but he turned on the Marlo Stanfield's family. So he was in danger anyway. They were going to get him. Turned into the next Omar. But the point of it is, you got to find your place in life. And your place in life is not chasing after bitches, all right? Not giving out your hard-earned money to some OnlyFans hoe, okay? Cash App some instant thought. What do you get out of that? You spend too much time on this goddamn social media instead of learning something that may sustain you. Learning how to make money on the internet. Learning how to make money, man. That's what it's all about. Getting a job and being good at your goddamn job. Even if you are pushing shopping carts, you should be good at your pushing those goddamn shopping carts around at Target. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? So, in the future Balcony Chronicles, I'm gonna talk a little less about bitches and hoes, dating, because a lot of y'all are not interested in dating. Y'all just trying to get some pussy. But that's okay. If that's what you want to do, that's okay. That's your business. I have nothing to do with that, man. If you want to get a passport and use that passport to go overseas and get some pussy, that's your business, man. I'm not gonna fault you for that. As a young man, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get some pussy, but you're supposed to be on top of your game, man. There's a guy named the Iceman who was saying you should master something. You should master what you're doing in life. Master a skill. Master your job. These are things that somebody should have sat down with me and told me when I was 20 years old in 1994, when I was in college fucking around. Not taking it seriously. Because you know why I didn't take it seriously? I didn't take college seriously. I managed to graduate, but I didn't take it seriously. And I thought, hey man, getting another degree, I would get the job. No, motherfucker. How you get the job, any job, is not just only by hard work, not being the best at your job, but it's also networking. Knowing the right people, talking to the right people. You got LinkedIn right now. How many of y'all are on LinkedIn right now? How many of y'all motherfuckers got a LinkedIn profile? How many of y'all talking to these executives? Getting advice from them, picking their brain. That's what these young white boys are doing. Y'all up there on Bumble and Tinder trying to get some pussy. Let me tell you something, these bitches ain't shit. And they're gonna let you know that you ain't shit. They don't give a fuck about you. Even if they like you, they're not gonna give a fuck about you. It's time to start thinking about yourself, black man. It's time to be thinking about yourself and your priorities in this world. Okay? Because your mother's not always gonna be around. Your father's not gonna be around. Get some mentors. If you pick an industry, if you're in banking, man, go talk to some bank executives, man, on LinkedIn. Ask them how they got there. Sometimes you gotta buy them a lunch or a coffee or something, man. Sit down for breakfast. Self-improvement. Go out there and go to Toastmasters. Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk properly. Hell, I need to go back to Toastmasters. I need to go to Toastmasters. Shit. I was spending too much goddamn time learning game from 4 idiots with Mr. Lucario. They're not teaching you anything substantial. They're teaching you how to talk to women. That's fine if you know how to talk to the ladies. That's good. That's a good skill set. But they ain't gonna put money in your pocket. Let's put money in their pocket. That's why I don't like that motherfucker. I know Jason Black did a live stream yesterday about the end of the manosphere, because that's what I noticed. A lot of these manosphere motherfuckers, yeah, they're telling you the right things to say and do, but they're selling shit, man. All these motherfuckers are selling shit. They're selling t-shirts, they're selling books, they're selling courses on how to get bitches, or how to communicate with a bitch. They're not teaching you about stocks and investments, being good at your goddamn job, learning a skill. Alright, fellas. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. But I'm gonna let y'all go, but I took up too much of your time. So just go ahead and head on out and enjoy the rest of this Saturday. And I'm gonna watch some college basketball later on. Alright? This is Talking Crazy 88, and I am out of here. Black folks, especially black men, let's be careful out there and get your shit together.